comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight?
Gotta do round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Player 2 has the life lead. Time to sit on the lead. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Not so bad. Combo with the target combo. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Uses the target combo as a filler. Amnesia! Please, Terror! Both fighters planning something? They return to center stage. Get them with the anti-air. 3-volt ices. A quick breather. Grabs them with the embrace. Stone cold embrace. You can't block those. Throwing some shade. Okay, here we go. Big time whip. Shirai? Anti-air in the clutch. Can they close this round without relying on drive? Aims for the shin. What are you jumping in for? Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Dragon Lash. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Sends a clear message with that counter. Both fighters have a raw super hard incoming. Dragon Lash Flame cooks them up good. Throws them. What now? Got him. Mix-up time. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Only 50% life left. Okay. Oh, they took the bait. No, this will break them. Oh, here we go. Sets up with the jump in. Oh man, this is a scary range. Turning it right up with the super. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Does not leave anything to chance with that super finish. Player 1 delivers the upset. That's one for the replays.
A new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Blocks the jump in. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Adds on a bit extra to that and adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. They just went for it with that super. This may be the start of their counter-offensive. Taking stock. Grabs them with the embrace. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. A brave forward jump there to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps up. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do? Springs forward with a drive rush. Player 1 has an empty drive here. Counters with amnesia. Nice read. Throwing some shade. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Side block anti-air. Reads the jump in perfectly. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Getting up close and personal. Just what they were after. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Jumps in. Had the radar up and running. Who's going to break the silence first? Will the drive parry here open things up for them? Player 2 with the life lead. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Getting careless and missing a drive impact like that will leave you wide open. Player 1 chases them down. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. What a clutch side kick there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. All right, what's coming up next? Where is their opening? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Jumps up, grabs them, takes a trip. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The jump-in is denied. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Punish is there with the drive impact, really laying on the pressure. Reaches out with them, experiencing burnout. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Lightning kicks. Anti-air in the clutch. What are they gonna do? Jumps, drops him hard. Springs forward with the drive rush. Vintage. Burns out. Closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight.
This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Jumps up. Drops him from the air. Good judgment there. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Plenty of health. Full gauges. Let's go. Goes to the air. Slick overdrive Kento there to call them out. They've got about half life left. Solid anti-air. Both avoiding the wall like a plague. What are they gonna do? Nothing stops this train. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. This could lead to some big damage. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Ooh, taking them for a look. They are done. Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Excuse me. Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Here's to a fair fight.
Time to play.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Starts with a jump in. Player 1 with the life lead. Time to sit on the lead. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Reads them. Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. KO! Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. did well to get the buff in here. Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Still slugging it out at this range. Player 2 will look to apply pressure, experiencing burnout. Counters with amnesia. Nice lead. Grabs them with the embrace. We're at a standstill, but we uses their drive gauge. Throwing some shade. Knockdown and life lead is there, but still anyone's game. What? Chisels them down. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Neither of them willing to back off here. Decides to buff up, gets some. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Was looking for that jump attack. Nails the anti-air. Picks the drive reversal. Spends some drive gauge on the reversal. Player hits him with a stop and pop. Player cages them in with the Latsuka. Super! Oh, must have saw something we didn't. Grabs them with the embrace. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Baits them and goes in for the hug. Fools them and locks them in his tray. Oh. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Is that it then? Final round. Fight. Here.
Jumps up. They were expecting that drive impact. Player 2 will need to do a better job of utilizing their drive gauge if they want a different result than last round. Side switch in the corner. Gets out of the corner. Player 1 will stone cold and break. You can't block those. Player 1 with the rhythm owning that space. The drive impact doesn't work. Getting it all on the drive rush. There's the burnout. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. They're in range. We're gonna see a jump in, tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. A jump in? Nothing stops this train. The attack is out the gate right there. Jury's going to a dark place. Kaisen Dankai Raku.
Such a lovely face.
This is going to hurt. Player 2, reversal. Got him. Mix-up time. What now? What are they gonna do? Hit the drive. Are you kidding me? Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
A new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
The pleasure is mine.
An honor, to be sure.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do?
What have we here?
Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 2 has the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Knockdown. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Nice managed Dore, getting those throws all pumped up. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Counters with amnesia. Nice read. Knockdown. Both are just hanging on by a thread, but their drive gauges are a different story. Player one will look, there's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Transverse, the hit throw connects. Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player one with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Immediate jumping. Hits them with a stop and body. Box them with a target combo. Player one out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. The metal level is getting the charges forward. Fights out of the corner, back to the center, there's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Player KO! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player one got smothered. But what now? The throws are looking potent enough. Now how can they work them in? Plenty of help. Reads the jump in perfectly. Tons of space between the fighters. Goes to the air. Can they use their drive to stage a comeback? Adds a bit of OD spice there. Fools them and locks them in embrace. Flatlines them. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
A new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
An honor, to be sure.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Now they get pushed into the corner, or it's going to be very difficult to escape. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. No good up high. Oh! Drive gauge is at the limit for both fighters. Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. Can they outlast it? Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. They break things off to take a quick breather. Taking stock. Life lead opens up. That's some big juicy damage on that counter. Gets some. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Hits them with a stop and bot. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Player one with drive runs to keep it going. Closes the distance. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Quick breather. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Opts for the critical art. Burns the gauge and it's showtime. It's the weekend pleasure. So get up to get down. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Drive rush. Player two can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. This is a critical. They couldn't tech the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? The last round. Ooh, does them dirty. The critical obscures them. Player two with a leap forward rush. Very nice dribble.
Now observe.
Uses the teleport. This may turn into a perfect execution with the anti-air. Crowns him from above. Both sides getting it all on the drive rush. What is the drive rush? A jump? Drops him hard. What now? Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? A real test of nerves here. And whips, they're wide open. Throws them. Where are you going? You can't escape. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Keeps him out. Denies the jump in. Hits him with a stop and buy. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Can they outlast it? Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. They need to hold out. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Feeling out the spacing, the timing was on point with that player. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Back throw for the side switch. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Takes a trip. Springs forward with the drive rush. Life lead opens up. Were they baiting them into that? Oh God, uses the gauge for a super arc. What'll happen with amnesia? Player 2, KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Medium kick hits. Are we going to see some fireworks? That combo did decent damage. Jumps, drive rush to keep it going. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Goes for the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. The impact doesn't do anything. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Springs forward with the drive rush. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Jump wins out in the battle of the skies. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? The last round. It's now or never. They're back into the corner now, getting it all on a drive rush. Closes the distance. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Drive rush. Jump anti-air in the clutch. Throws them. A jump? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Player 1 can't use this and leads to some big damage. Are we going to see a comeback? Wants to close it out in style, but is it enough? What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for it. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. From upstairs. Sticks the combo. That drive impact doesn't get through. The drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Solid combo. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Grabs him. Taking stock. Goes for a drive rush. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Player 1 is KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump in to start the round. Throws them to negate the block. But drive rush to keep it going. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Player 1 will looking to impress with this super genius read. Player 2 is barely hanging it untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
To be sure.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Goes for the throw. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Slips the grab. This capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Fight.
Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Hits with the overhead. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this back wide open. From up above, 3-volt ices them. Taints? Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Out of range, relatively safe. Utilizes the parry here to try and establish the pace. Doing some quick planning? Player one will look to apply pressure here. KO! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Is that it then?
Final round. Fight.
How's this? Carter hits the drive. Throwing some shade. Player two can build off this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Rake 'em. This can lead to some big damage. Borderline incoming. It's a fake. He shrugs that off. Links it. Knocks off the tank and scores the win. Player two was an absolute beast in that match.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Here's to a fair fight.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Still slugging it out here. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player one is just about out of drive after that. Well-timed corner switch. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Gets Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
How's this? Medium kick. Player one kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. They're backed up into the corner. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side swing. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Now that's how you use an impact. Player two holding on to that corner advantage. Counters with the knee jab. Nice lead. Throwing some shade. A quick breather. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Are they going to knock them out of the air? There's a burnout. What now? Player two can't afford mistakes without that was the highest I've ever seen. Player one was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Throws them to negate the block. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Good job blocking the jump KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Whiffs the impact. The jump in is denied. Gets the counter hit throw. No escape from the throw. Player 2 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Risky up-close scrap still going. KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
The drive impact doesn't work. Player 2 connects with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Player 2 is in burnout. What were they thinking? Throws them. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this cage to spare. Clutch that off. Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Clutch, anti-air. Looking for a hole, knocks him out of the air. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Ugh, take a seat. Player 1 has the soup. The drive impact doesn't work. Break him. Solid anti-air. I can't knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Player 2, are you kidding me? I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Knocks them out of the air. Both of them were ready for a throw. Squeezes the gauge. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Can they outlast it? Combo with the target combo. All right, what's coming up next? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Let's get through it. That drive impact doesn't get through. Can't tech the throw. Jumps up. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player 2 in dire straits with counters with amnesia. Nice lead. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Throwing some shade. Anti-air drops. Throw is denied. What a read. Jump. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Player 2 with the rhythm. Oh, they took the hit. So do you. Both sides getting ready. Player 2 can't use any send them to another flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Very good indeed.
Final round. Fight.
Backdash to start. They're not taking any chances. Reads the jump in perfectly. Brushes that off and keeps going. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? Drops the gloves. Here comes the supers. Wrecks them. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Who will set the bait at this range? Jumps. Jumps. This makes all the throw connects. The Triglav skewers them. Both sides getting ready. Uses the teleport. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Oh man, immaculate counter! I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
Comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Wow. Shut down. Saw that low heavy coming. Decides to go in with the target combo. Takes the chance to hurt him. Okay, creating some space here. Feeling out the spacing. Not shy with the grab. This is a gigantic life lead. How are they going to deal with this? Where is their opening? We're near the end. KO! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. 3 ball. Jumps. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Big throws. That throw will do some good damage. Doesn't miss a beat. Hits them with a stop and block. Goes, burnout activates. Reglide. Player 1 has an empty drive here. This is a very precarious situation. A real test of nerves here. All the throw connects. Amazing. Solid anti-air. And whip. They're wide open. Okay, here we go. Time low heavy. What a finish. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Long low attack hits. Uses a long range attack there to zone them perfectly. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position. Hold your breath. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Solid combo. Taking stock. KO. Player 1 hits them. Always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Reglide. Player 1 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Get counters with amnesia. Nice lead. What'll happen here? Smart play with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with the chance to... There's a burnout. Hits them with a stop and pop. No! Stunned off the wall! Knockdown and got him! Mix-up time! Orbital line incoming! They are not getting close to each other. Solid anti-air! What a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger. a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Hope you're not a sore loser.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Wow, shut down. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. There's a corner switch. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Strings it all together. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 chases them down. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Heading into the end game now. It's getting to KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. The jump in catches them. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Uses the target combo as a filler. Or counters with amnesia. Nice read. Going in. Departure. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Both fighters planning something? The no-fly zone. Here comes the corner pressure. Burnout activates. Drink level 4 and now a full house to play with. Drive rush to keep it going. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Time for a drink. The last round. It's now or never. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Player 2 holding on, crowns them from above. Going in. Super hard on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Throws them. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Nails it! Nothing stops this train! Player 2, stun! Bad news is on the way! The swagger step sends them flying! Player 2, punish counter sets the chain! Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is so tense! This is gonna kill, no doubt about it! Put them on a t-shirt with that finish! Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Orbalan backs them into the corner in a hurry. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed.
Don't fall down yet.
How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Knockdown. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. What a finish. Great read on the life gauge there. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They trade hits, and now hits something, brushes that off and keeps going. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Hits them with this free flow. Player 1 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Counters with amnesia. Nice lead. Nails the overdrive arrow kick. Knockdown and big opportunity. Burnout activated. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. A real test of nerves here. Looking for a chance. Orbalan incoming. A single hit will do it. Barely blocks the jump in. KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.